Tom Riddle was literally moments away from returning to a somewhat human form at the expense of Ginny Weasley, only for Harry Potter to destroy his diary Horcrux by piercing it with a basilisk fang. So what if Tom had have succeeded in returning to human form? And what if Harry wasn't capable of saving Ginny? Well, let's firstly look at what we know. We know the diary Horcrux was an extremely powerful object with the ability to restore the soul shard within to a somewhat human form, but at the cost of draining the life of the individual that writes in it. This is very dark magic, and it gives us an insight into the type of person Tom was, if he was prepared to take life in order to restore his own. We also know the diary worked best and also worked quickest when in the possession of an individual with innocence and vulnerability. And we also know that if we were to logically think about it, 1/4 of Tom's soul was infused within the diary, which is quite a large amount. So what is the first thing that would happen if Tom returns to human form, or somewhat human form? Now, I've repeatedly used the term somewhat because we need to establish exactly the type of being that Riddle would actually take the form of. Ginny Weasley's life force would have been completely drained in order for Tom to return, so straight away I believe he'd return in full human form with the 1/4 soul shard within. And sadly for us readers, we'd be saying goodbye to what I consider a very big character and a big loss in terms of Harry's future love prospects, which could lead to the possibility of him developing a relationship with another character. Now, with Tom's return, that would technically mean there's 2 Voldemorts, because the original body of the Dark Lord is still amongst the wizarding world, hiding in the shadows. So I think either one of 2 things would happen. The first thing would be Tom seeking out this being and combine himself with the ghostly, see-through object his future self had become. And I think it would be very difficult for this to happen though, as they are 2 separate entities, but maybe the form of future Voldemort could make the transition easier. The other possibility could be that the fact that 16-year-old Tom Riddle, being the very proud, egotistical wizard that he was, would actually be ashamed of what he became in the future, viewing the other Voldemort as a weak disappointment to end up in such a position. Although destroying a part of his soul, Tom could deem this necessary in order to eradicate what he would view as a string of errors and mistakes made by this future version of himself. And with it being over 50 years since anyone had seen Tom as a 16-year-old boy, could it be possible that he could once again start from the beginning without making any of the mistakes his counterpart previously made? His younger appearance would see him go unrecognised, and Tom could start rebuilding the army he once had during the First Wizarding War. But for all of this to happen, it leaves a question that even I have struggled to answer myself, and that question is, did this Tom have knowledge of everything that has happened to him over the last 50 years, or is he still in the mindset of his 16-year-old self? And now that he has returned to the living world, is Riddle somehow still connected to the diary? Does this mean the soul shard is released and the diary is just as normal as any other? Or is this still some sort of anchor for Tom that can allow him immortality as long as the journal itself is kept safe? Well, I believe Tom is still unnaturally connected to the world of the living, and that the diary's safety in fact will be crucial to Tom maintaining his existence in this form. I think he would place it somewhere within Britain, with the highest and darkest form of protection surrounding it. Thank you very much for watching today's video, everyone. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did enjoy it, then please make sure to give this video a thumbs up, as it helps the video out in a great deal, and it also helps this channel to grow. I really hope you enjoyed this topic. It was something that was on my mind for a long time, and as you can see, I didn't dwell into going how it could affect other characters. I just wanted to keep the focus on what would happen that would surround Tom's life had he returned at the Chamber of Secrets. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you want to add anything to this story? Let me know in the comment section below. Keep the video suggestions coming, and please consider subscribing to my channel Harry Potter Folklore if you haven't already, for more Harry Potter content. Thank you very much, and as always, have a great day.